We're live.
We're live.
Look at that.
Hey, everybody out there. Can anybody see us? I guess if so, you can leave a comment there. We don't know where the comments are coming from exactly.
We have absolutely no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, and we don't know what we're doing. Rupi, going to need to log into Facebook. YouTube, I mean, and
James
Facebook.
King is live now.
YouTube and Facebook both.
Wow.
So basically on our end, it comes up and says Facebook user, but
You gotta log
Rupa's
into
over here.
yours?
She's going to tell us who
You
you
got to
are.
log into your YouTube,
I can, yeah.
and he's got to log into his YouTube.
Yeah.
And she's going to log into our
community.
the community, and YouTube.
Look
So,
at that. Greetings from Denver.
comments.
And there's two people watching it. One is probably my mom.
Nice. Hey, Rima, how you doing?
Hey, Rima.
Hey,
Hi, Rima.
what's happening, everybody? So we'll give it a couple of minutes to let this
On my channel.
populate.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Oh,
Hey, Brent. How's
Nice.
life? How's life? Let's talk about life. That's a good topic. Brent wants to know, Jeffrey, I'm not your mom.
I'm watching
awesome.
you from
Let's
From
see,
Maine.
Maine, California.
California.
yeah. Where's everybody from? This was
Michael
kind of a
Capers here.
somewhat unannounced live, but we
Yeah.
thought we would do it to hang out.
Great to meet you too, Glenn.
I'm gonna
Australia, Queensland,
I'm walking over to look over here.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Australia,
Texas, Georgia,
Missouri. Nice, nice,
New York City, Connecticut, California, Hickory, North Carolina. Been there.
nice.
For those of you who don't know, I grew up in Anderson, South Carolina. So yeah, I've been to Hickory and Asheville and all those great places in North Carolina too.
Bostonish, Indiana.
Bostonish,
Right on.
Spokane, Indiana, Iowa,
Leicester, UK.
Yeah,
Houston. Right on.
Okay. I just tripped in the
Gaffney,
So they want to know
where
how
Georgia
they wanted-
peaches come from.
They wanted to know how they wanted to know how life is.
Yeah, life is good.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see this ductwork that's up here. So Scott flew in from Maryland, from the Crafty Weiner, and Michael Long is up here from Colorado Springs, and they're helping me install the ducting in the shop. We're getting a new dust collection system, which we're gonna have a video on at some point and talk about that. And I needed help; it's way up in the air, and they're here to help me do that.
Gonna try your Adirondack chairs next week from up. Is it?
Upper Michigan.
Last time I heard it was still snowing in Upper Michigan.
Yeah, how's the weather out there in Michigan? Right on. Yeah. Those Adirondack chairs, they're kind of blowing up now. Those things are actually all over the world. They're in like, I think 43 different countries on 6 different continents, and they're getting quite popular. Those of you who don't know, anybody who wants to get templates for them, we of course have the paper templates, but if you need wooden templates, those come from Michael Long. His shop, he's got a CNC shop, and he actually cuts those for us and sells them.
So who? We can't see everybody's name here. Who's having a hard time finding reasonably placed lumber for your chair? Where are you calling from? Where are you logging in from? Just showed my age. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Missouri's hot and muggy.
in Cincinnati.
Dallas, Texas. He saw some on a cruise ship advertisement. You saw these chairs on a cruise ship advertisement?
Really?
That's interesting. I know they've been built in South Africa. That's pretty cool. And China. That's pretty cool. All over the place.
Tom Norris. Yeah, I think I remember sending yours out earlier this week. You probably should be getting them by tomorrow. Yep.
Nice.
So let's talk about life. Everybody want to know what's going on. Let's see. I flew out to Denver, right? I needed a break, and came out to hang out with my besties here, and I am installing dust collection. I did change some light bulbs.
Oh yeah, he's
2,500
changed
miles for light bulbs.
Yep, long way to fly to change light bulbs.
Right, and then I'll spend a couple days down in Colorado Springs with Mike, and then come back. We'll finish the dust collection, and I'm back to Maryland Tuesday afternoon. What have you been up to, Mike?
Same old, same old. There's been too much going on to actually explain, but yeah, I've been working on the templates. I've been trying to get videos out, and I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to announce this, but apparently I have some sort of affiliation with Next Wave now. Next Wave Automation, they make Shark CNCs. And I don't know if James already put it up or not, but one of us will be putting up an affiliate link here shortly. If you're interested in buying anything from them, I actually get like a small percentage. It doesn't cost you any extra. It's just like the affiliate links from Amazon on James's channel and my channel. It just buys me a cup of coffee if you buy a whatever from them, a bit set or whatever you need from them. So yeah, look for that and check that out if you need anything.
Let's see. Where can I get hardwood in Texas besides big box stores?
Look for a hardware dealer. It depends on where you're at in Texas, but I do know of a couple down in Houston. And if I don't know about them and you're in the Houston area, you can actually ask Ryan Gratlin in the community. Just tag him. He'll be able to help you out with that. No problem.
Hey, let's see. Is that Ronnie? Let's see here. Ronnie, wooden templates. I need a set.
So I'm going to post a link in here when we're done
It's that guy.
to get them.
Yeah, he takes care of that.
I have them in MDF and Baltic birch, and the MDF is 1/4 inch, the Baltic birch is 3/8, and I have all the sets: the rocker, the traditional, as well as the kids. And you can buy a combo set that has all the parts needed for. Yeah, sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth. The combo set, you can buy all the parts for both the rocker and the traditional set.
All right, what's your guy?
So the YouTube channel. So Mike's YouTube channel is MK Designs, Fine Woodworking,
And more LLC.
and
yeah.
more LLC. It's a big name, but I'll also put a link to that in the description too.
Yeah.
And Scott's is the Crafty Weiner. So they also post regularly in our community on Facebook. But if you're not in the community, that's fine. I'll put a link here for both those channels.
I should probably go into how long it took us to name my channel. Remember that?
Oh Lord, yeah.
It did. It was like a 4-hour love fest. I shouldn't say that. I came out wrong.
Let's put it this way. When we were talking about it and discussing it, it came up that the two of us should never go into business together and use our names as the business name, because my last name is long, his last name is Weiner. So
it just kind of went downhill from there. Yeah. Like how we're gonna name my YouTube channel, and I think we came up. I think somebody called it Weiner's Woods. That didn't go over very well. Yeah. Rupa finally chimed in and said, "Boys behave." It's true. She's laughing over there. She's totally laughing.
So this person, they shop at Houston Hardwoods. There's somebody who is interested.
Okay. I've been to Clark's. Kat and I don't know. Those of you that know, we're building our own kayaks. Kat and I are building our own kayaks, and we went down to Clark's down in Houston to get the Okume plywood that we needed to be able to make the kayaks with. So yeah.
So where can we get decent hardwood in Denver? I can't answer that.
I usually go to Paxton or Austin Hardwoods. There's a couple other places that James knows about. If you're anywhere near Colorado Springs, CO Lumber and there's one on the north end of town called Black Forest Wood Products or something like that. I have to look it up. I'll find it and put it in the description.
Yeah. That's the best place locally in Denver is Paxton or Austin. So I may say hi to some people, but I can't say hi to everybody because a lot of people on Facebook, their names aren't showing up for us. I'm not really sure why, but Eddie Cortez, I see you there. Brandon Hartman, how's it going? Don Mary.
Hey, Don, what's going on, pal?
And hard to find.
So we can't see all names, and I don't know why, but
well, it's a permissions thing. I put it up.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to give Mark Zuckerberg permission to give your name.
Right. Okay.
Paxton is awesome. Yeah, you guys took me to Paxton, and then today we went
I took him to Austin.
Yeah.
Yep, I do like Paxton. They're a good place. I've been buying at Paxton for a long time, since the mid 80s, I think. They've been around a long time here.
Yeah, probably turn that.
Sean Smithson, what's happening, buddy?
What's up, Sean?
How do I turn that off?
We got to go all the way back up again.
Yeah, I'll back up and click on it again.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Boy, let's see.
Just subscribe. Tim K Designs, Fine Woodworking. Good job. Thanks.
Thank you.
Can I be shameless and say why not me?
Yeah, ask him.
No.
You just did.
I did. Maybe they're already a subscriber, and then I'll feel really embarrassed. Really embarrassed.
How often do you need to refinish it? Depends on what you put on it. If you put something like Thompson's water seal, it doesn't last very long. You're probably going to need an annual finish. If you put a good quality finish like Pinafin and they don't have too much exposure, you can go 4 or 5 years probably between finishes. I just make sure you sand it down nicely each time before you finish it, so you get the best penetration of that oil finish.
Should we also say that it also depends on the climate a little bit, because
Sure, yeah, it does
Like-
depend
like
on the climate, right?
things in South Carolina would last a little bit longer than they would out here with the exact same finish. So
We're probably
Yeah.
going to get shot for answering this question. Do we prefer Grizzly equipment to other brands?
So yeah, so for me, I can answer that. I have a lot of Grizzly stuff. It really depends. Some tools that Grizzly makes are fantastic, and some of them aren't so good. So really, the table saws I like a lot. Their jointers and planers I like a lot. The lathe that we had and the bandsaw, they're good. I just don't think they're top of the line. And the drill press also. So we switched those out after a while. But if you're on a budget, the value that you get for the dollar with Grizzly is fantastic, and their service is fantastic.
I'll be honest with you. I have one Grizzly tool, and it's the 1-inch combo sander. That's the only Grizzly tool I have. So
Yeah, and I'm a 98% Laguna house.
Yeah.
So I'm actually not a Grizzly person. So there's no real reason behind it.
Yeah.
I think we were sitting around when I was outfitting my shop, moving into my new space, and I said, "What am I going to get?" And let's hear it for COVID and supply,
Yeah.
and pricing, right? And I've been extremely happy with it. Thank you, Laguna. You guys are
Michael had a
amazing.
channel. Yes, it's MK Designs Fine Woodworking and More LLC. If you can't find it under that, you should be able to find it under my name, which is Michael Long, LONG.
Yep, big screen bird. Yes, I have both the bandsaw and the lathe in my shop, and I agree with you 150%. But who said that? I love my Laguna stuff. Do you have woodworking?
He loves the
champions?
Laguna stuff so much that when I went to look
Yes.
for a lathe, he actually talked me into the Laguna lathe.
You like your Laguna
Yeah,
lathe.
I love the Laguna
That's
lathe.
right.
I admit it.
That's right.
Yeah, we do have a wood template package for the big chair, full size rocker, and the kids.
Mhm.
Michael Long makes all
Yep.
three. So
Won't be
Does-
able
for
to
sure.
buy them for a week or two. That's fine. You can buy
Does
them whenever you
Pennif-
need to,
Fin work good for signs.
whenever you
does
can.
Pinafin? Yeah, Pinafin works for all outdoor wood. It works fantastic.
Yeah.
For sure. I prefer an oil finish over a film finish for outdoor wood. I think there's a big difference, and it's so much easier to maintain
Oh,
if you
thank
have
you.
a film finish.
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Right on. Yeah, if you have a film finish, it's the maintenance on that is much harder. So I would
Fusion
definitely go with that.
Fusion 2 appears to be decent. Fusion 2.
What's Fusion?
The saw? The Laguna saw? Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Right on.
I will admit I have a saw stop. That's my 2%.
Thank you, Tim. Tim K. Thank you. Nope, not just ran. There we go. Rupa, get a link if you can for that and post it in the comments for the
For the
wood
templates?
templates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a saw stop for there's two tools in my shop I'm terrified of,
Wow.
right? And shop number one, tool number one is my compressors, right? And that's because I've been in the fire department for a long time and I've watched too many Blevy videos of them exploding. I know it's not going to happen, but that's rule number one. Number two is my table saw. And I don't know why it is. It's just something, so I have a saw stop.
So you're talking about Fred Ellis's comment there about how he lived in Colorado
Yeah.
for 20 years, then moved to Australia.
Moved to Australia. That's quite a. Hey, you should bring back some Australian baroque when you come to Denver.
Yeah.
Hardest wood in the universe.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let us know when you
That's
get
on
back.
one of my
Like,
t-shirts. That's
we
why I
might throw a
remember that's
get-together
how
or
we
something.
decided that.
Yeah. Shed plans. Yeah, we do sell shed plans. They're on the website. We have them in, I think, 3 or 4 or 5 different sizes. And then, yeah, they're actually, I can't customize them for you. I don't have the time, but they're easy to customize and I can tell you how to do it. It's real simple to make them wider, longer, or change the position of a door or add a window. That's easy.
What else y'all want to know? We're like 13 minutes in. You got 45 more minutes. Okay, Brandon. I'm
Our-
most afraid of my Sanders. Let's see.
Our band's
Every time you see one, make him
That's
mention.
right, right. That, he wins. That's it.
I think everybody has that same
That's right.
syndrome. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a serious medical condition.
Actually, Kat loves sanding. I don't know why.
There's a
but she
good
does.
question. Let's debate that one for a couple minutes, guys.
What, sanding?
No, we don't need to debate sanding.
You
We all
like the
hate
pistol
sanding.
domino for joinery.
Yeah, it's
yes,
a
I absolutely love
fantastic
it.
tool. It's a lot of money, and you don't need it
Right.
because you can get a little domino a doweling jig, and do it that way. But if you have the money, it's so fast and it's very, very easy. It's definitely worth it.
One thing I would recommend though, before you guys should go out and get a domino, is actually learn how to make a traditional mortise and tenon joint, loose or fixed, doesn't matter. Because that way you'll have a better understanding of how the domino actually does what it does and how you're able to put the pieces together. Once you do that, it makes it a little easier to understand.
And they're structural as well.
Yes,
The
exactly.
dominoes are structural as
Yes.
well, so that helps.
Yeah, so you can't cut a hot dipped galvanized bolt. If you do, then it's going to corrode the fresh metal there because it's just coated with galvanizing compound on the outside. That's it.
Mark's got a question down there.
Is the whole family still in the woodworking business? Yeah, they all still help. My daughter Maya, who is here a lot, she moved to Nebraska because she got a really good job offer, but she's missing woodworking, and so she's actually setting up a shop out there, and she is going to start making some videos. My youngest daughter Sai, she's here, and she goes to college full time, and she still comes out here every day and does woodworking.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Let's see. Do the air cleaners work okay being that high? Well, we'll find out because we just put them in yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, maybe you should tell me because we don't know. Hopefully they work being that high. They're 8 feet up. They're 8 feet up, but the ceiling in the middle is 14, so it's kind of an intermediate position for some of them. So we'll find out if they work that high.
What we did find when we ran them, though, it was creating a current,
Yeah,
which is going to come with. They're supposed to work up in the ceiling. James actually put 3 of them in. There's one that you guys can't see. I'm pointing like you can see. It's kind of above our heads, and it creates a current around the shop. So theoretically, as the air moves around the shop, whatever dust's in the air up at that level should get sucked in, and it should work just fine.
Right.
Let's see.
I'm in college, but no woodworking. That's
Sorry,
okay.
it's okay. There's always break.
Noisy? Is what noisy?
Oh, are they noisy?
They're about the same volume as a fan, like a 20-inch fan.
Here, hold on.
Well, this one's right overhead.
Do we have
it's the
one
one's
back
back
there? Yeah, we still have that one.
That's over there. Okay.
So that's about as loud as I get.
Yeah, that's about it.
You can talk over it. Not too bad.
Appreciate your woodworking.
Yeah, wood is crazy priced here, but not as high as it is in Canada, unfortunately.
It did start to come down for a bit here, but I'm seeing it starting to creep back up. I mean, Purple Heart is now almost $20 a board foot for 4 quarters. So yeah, it's getting up there.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Any particular HVLP sprayers?
What do you guys like?
James, you have one preference and I have the other.
And I have what you told me to buy
Fuji.
because I'm
The
too
Fuji,
lazy.
yeah.
Because I'm too lazy to.
I'll be honest with you. I bought the little HVLP gun from Home Depot and plugged it up to my air compressor, and then I switched to the Fuji, and I absolutely love the Fuji. I can't. I'm not looking back at all.
I love my Fuji.
Yeah, the Fuji has a really good. They have a good range too.
Yeah.
The Fuji HVL sprayers.
I think that's
you
what we
can get
have
them
the Q3
from
Jeff.
low to high. So yeah, that's a good range.
That's what I have in my shop. Hey Joe. Let's see here.
I saw Smithson pop something up.
Yeah.
Did he?
What do you got, Sean? Let us know. Tell us what it is.
Oh, so you got
Garage
you
shop.
got it in the garage shop and it works great on the table.
Which one do you have, Sean? Yeah. Hey guys. Hi, Joseph. Sorry, I'm far away from the camera. Maybe I should
Yeah,
put my glasses.
Yeah,
Listen,
no, you
got
guys
done
are
mowing.
amazing. There's so many people are on here.
Fuji Q3. Yep, that's good.
We're up to almost 200 people, and the comments are rapid firing, so we're trying to get to them as quickly as we can. Okay, what's our recommendation for dust collection for 72-foot workshop?
You need 72 foot.
Square foot.
72 square foot.
Maybe you mean 720 square feet. A 3 horsepower dust collector would be fine. 2.5, 2 horsepower would be fine for. Yeah, 72 feet's too small. I think you mean 720. Tony, right?
Yeah, let us know, Tony, and
Yeah,
then
let us know how big it is.
We can answer that one a little bit better.
If it actually is 72 square feet, I would recommend one of the portable ones from Jet or someone like that.
Yep. Do you need a volunteer apprentice? I'm 70 years old and live in Watkins.
And live in Watkins. Oh,
You do need an apprentice.
yeah. We don't have room here, Gary. Otherwise, for sure.
When you need an apprentice, you fly me in.
Taiwan, right on. We've sold some plans and several different things to Taiwan.
That's a good question. Let's talk about that one next one. There, King. Right below that one.
Yes.
Right there. What's your favorite project to build?
Yeah, there we go. All right, that's a good question. Mike first. Go ahead.
Hey.
Put you on the spot.
What's my favorite project to build? Honestly, anything that challenges me. I'll be straight up. I don't have a particular favorite project, But like my hidden drawer videos that I've done and a couple of the other pieces that I've done with hidden drawers, those really challenged me. As a matter of fact, on the nightstands, I had to bring it up here, and Maya and James helped me figure out one of the lock issues that I was having. So yeah, anything that challenges me, I absolutely love it. I just fall into it, and I lose track of everything else that I'm doing because I'm focused on that.
I think for mine, and I haven't done it in a really long time, is segmented turning. Segmented turning is my favorite project, and I don't know what it is about it. Again, I think it's the challenge and the mathematics involved, and the creativity that you can do. I don't do any inlay stuff. That is way too much thought, and it's so much love and appreciation for people that can do that. But I can't. How about you, James?
Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite. I like a lot of different things. I don't so much like to build the same things over and over again. That's why this YouTube works out really good for us, because when I did woodworking for people, someone would see a project, they'd like it, and I'd end up building a bunch of those, and that was fine, because you need money, you need a job. But I really do like to have the ability to continually build new and different things.
Have we tried the Mirka Oreos 3x5? I have not.
ROS, you mean?
ROS, excuse me.
Nope, I have not tried a
I
Mirka.
haven't tried that yet. No.
Let's see. Mark Spagnolo did a review on it. He's tried it.
Yeah, Mark did.
You can check that out on the Wood Whisperer channel there.
Who else tried it? I think Malecki did. I think Malecki and Sam tried a Mirka one, I think, if I remember correctly. Let's see.
Win air filter model 3410 to be exact. Okay. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
There you go. And Sean, Sean said that works pretty good. So there's one people can check out.
Have you guys tried? I just lost it again. Yes, Ronnie Grolin right there. Yes, I have plans for the nightstands. I haven't actually released the video for the sofa table yet, but I do have plans for that as well. The plans for the nightstands are on my website, and I'll be releasing the sofa table hopefully here pretty soon.
Okay,
Marty's.
Hey, so Frank, I have not tried a Harbor Freight table saw. I haven't even seen it, honestly. So I'm not sure anything about the quality.
I haven't used it.
I know there's some budget table saws out there. Even a job site saw, like a DeWalt smaller job site saw, is a good option, or picking up a saw used. Is it Delta that makes one? You can buy at Lowe's, or
sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to think, who is that? Delta that makes that?
Delta makes one. Honestly, when I first started woodworking professionally, when I came out here and decided that's what I was going to do, I started using a rigid job site saw. The small one, portable, it's all that. I even built my assembly table to fit it in as an outfeed table, and that's where it sat. And then I got the R4512, and I upgraded from there. Basically, is what I did. So yeah, you can find job site saws all over the place. They work fantastic. You just have to dial them in a little bit because they are a little on the lower cost side, so they don't come ready to go all the time. So just make sure you get them dialed in properly.
So can we recommend a palm sander, Black & Decker mouse that has caused some nerve damage from vibrations?
If vibrations are causing you a problem, you probably have to move away from the inexpensive, or I guess less expensive sanders, like DeWalt or Milwaukee. You might have to move into something like a Festool sander. They have almost no vibration. You can operate them all day long.
Yeah. To add to that, Kat actually has two fused discs in her neck. And before, like I said earlier, she loves sanding, but I was using the rigid and the DeWalts and the Makitas and all that. And she couldn't do it for very long. But with the Festool random orbit sander, she's able to do it for hours and it doesn't bother her.
Let's see, more outdoor videos, or for videos for outdoor furniture. We have at least 3 or 4 more projects coming up, and that'll be probably in the next 3 weeks.
I feel like we're missing questions too.
Well, that's one.
Okay, so Rupa has put up a link here for the Adirondack chairs to get the wooden templates for all 3.
Ronnie, thank you so much. Somebody publicly said they love my chair.
Nice.
For those that ever wonder, yes, I came in second place and I'm okay with it, but it makes me happy.
That's him saying, Ryan, stick it.
That's not me. I would never say that. What's your favorite or best outdoor furniture finish? You covered that, but let's go over it again.
Yeah, for me, I like Penofin, Penofin. I'll put a link up here when this is over, and you can see it. It's great stuff.
You know what, Don? Don said Lowe's has a Bosch. I've heard pretty good. I've read good things about
for a while. I had a Bosch for a while.
I've actually read good reviews about
the problem with that is is it still causes a lot of vibration.
No. Beginner saw.
Oh, beginner saw.
Beginner saw. I've
sorry.
actually. That's okay.
Yeah.
I've actually. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
We're talking random orbit sanders, and then we go back to
Yeah.
saw. So yeah.
Just Wing It Woodworking. Thanks, man. Thank you.
That's why we do what we do right there. If everybody always asks us like why we're on YouTube, that comment right there is why we do what we
It's
do.
that, and it's the
Totally
fact
why we
that
do that.
if I help one person with a simple question,
Yeah,
it's all worth it.
So, what's your favorite hardwood to work with, or
My favorite
or
hardwood,
for whatever reason? What's your favorite?
I have a lot. I don't have one particular favorite. I mean, I work with Purple Heart a lot. That's because Kat's favorite color is purple.
Yeah, I like purple. I do like purple.
I do like Cocobolo, especially King Cocobolo. Yeah, I would say those two are probably my favorites.
Yeah, because I mean, my favorites really are Purple Heart, and then anything that's punky and nasty.
Yeah,
because I am the resin guy in the group, and I do like to do stabilizing. Right. So I like the artistic side of that as well. But
we all know James's favorite.
Yeah, Cocobolo for me. If it's domestics, I like working with walnut a lot, but for any wood, I think Cocobolo is my favorite.
Yeah.
Let's see. that one right there is for Mike.
Which one?
Right there. Any suggestions for a hair shampoo? Because I know they're not talking to us. I know they are not talking to us. There is no way they're talking to us.
Believe it or not,
Frank wins the internet.
If I can speak. Believe it or not, I use Suave for men.
That's awesome.
Nothing fancy.
There was a question from Loki Rake, a hobbyist woodworker looking to get a full-size table saw. You see that question?
Let me go back
About a full-size table saw.
Job site,
There it is.
years, any recommendations?
There.
Okay. Yeah, jobs. Okay. I guess it depends on budget. It depends on budget a lot. If you can get up in the maybe $1,500 range, Grizzly has some really nice saws that are very, very good, very accurate and reliable saws. If you need to go less than that, like Michael Long mentioned, the what is that? Rigid
R4512 is what I have, but the new model of it is the 4520. I don't like the 4520 as much, but I have my own reasons for that. There's people that have gotten it that love it.
Yeah, and I'm running the 2 or the 3 horsepower saw stop. I can't remember now.
I don't know. Yeah, and if you can afford a saw stop,
but you ask for full size, and everyone seems to advising saw stop. Look, flat out, stone cold. It was good out of the box. I mean, it was not a hard put together. You're making a face. It wasn't that bad.
That's because I made fun of you for buying it.
You did. He did make fun of me for buying it. But it's a good saw. I mean, it's a solid investment, and their customer service is great. I mean, when you have problems, their customer service is great.
So all the domestic hardwoods that I use are kiln dried. I don't get much access to air dried stuff. All of the exotics I have are air dried.
Yeah. For the most part, any hardwoods, domestics as you get and stuff like that, they're going to be kiln dried or air dried. There was a question in the community the other day. Somebody was saying they're having a hard time finding kiln dried cedar, and the problem with that is most cedar is not actually kiln dried. You get it green, and it's just built that way. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's just the way you find it.
But it dries fast. So if the cedar is really wet, it has a high moisture content, set it up in your garage, something like that, and run a fan over it, and in 2 weeks it's ready.
Yeah, I take my stuff that I get because I'm actually dealing with slabs, and I'll usually air dry it for a while, and then I'll run it down to a kiln just to finish it off if it isn't where it needs to be.
Oh, they're available as long as I'm going to be doing the templates, which apparently is going to be the rest of my life. So, yeah, they're not limited. No, they're available.
Another question about sanders, which we talked about. It depends on your budget.
Yeah, it depends on budget. Yeah, we don't do lives. I don't do them very often either. Maybe the last one was a couple of years ago. Yeah. We could do them more often if there was some interest. I wouldn't mind setting up something regular. I know a lot of YouTube channels do. I never bothered. I didn't know if there was any interest in it.
Yeah, we figured we would try this one out, see what everybody thought, and then we would try and make it a regular thing.
Scott and I might do one this weekend while he's down at my shop. Might not. We'll see.
What? Okay, that's a good question. That's a you question. I can't do
that. What recommendations do you have applying? Sure says no finish. Over the years, it's okay to recover.
Outdoors.
Oh, so yeah, so for sure those would have had a film finish. So you're going to have to get that off 100%, and you got to get that down to bare wood. You might need to use some sort of a chemical remover, or just plan on doing a lot of sanding. That'd be the safest thing to do, is a lot of sanding, wear a respirator, and get it down to bare wood. Once you have it down to bare wood, the Pinafin will work on that as well. There are a variety of other oil finishes you can use, but I think the Pinafin's still a great choice for something like that.
Since it's going to be outside, I would say that too.
Yeah.
Can we get an introduction of the review again? Somebody's asking.
Oh yeah. So this is Michael Long from MK Designs and
Hi.
Fine Woodworking.
Hi.
This is Scott Weiner from the Crafty Weiner. They both have YouTube channels. We'll put links to their channels in the description, and Rupa can add links to them right here in the comment section.
Somebody else. Oh, no, that's from earlier, I guess. I need more body and handling.
Okay, Sean wants to know which router for a router, table since Porter cable.
Is
DC.
discontinued, right?
Bosch.
Bosch.
I'm
hands
Bosch.
down.
And yep,
Bosch.
it's quiet, it's solid, it's
But
smooth.
it also is going to depend on how much power you want.
Okay, that's fair.
If
Well,
you're going
yeah,
to be
if you
cutting
want-
raised
if you want-
panel doors, you're going to have to go with something. The only thing big out there is what, Milwaukee at 3 horsepower. Triton has one.
Triton has
Triton.
one. Milwaukee has one. I don't think Bosch had one. I don't know if they still do.
I haven't seen a Bosch 3.
Right.
But-
the one I've got is 2 1/4. And
2 1/4 works for like
I have the
98% of
2 1/4.
stuff.
2 1/4, 2 1/2. I have to go
Yeah,
back and look. I don't remember.
can't remember. I
Works
can't
for a
walk
lot.
into my shop. Well, I could. It'd take 3 weeks. But let's see. You're welcome, Marty.
Frank gets some organic.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Mike.
I think you might have to send an email
Yes.
message to Mike.
Well, actually, if you're leaning replacement parts for the full size templates, the traditional or the rocker, you can go on there and just do a search on my website for Kings or Adirondack, and there should be a listing there for replacement parts.
There you go.
Just make sure you select the correct wood and the correct part that you want, because I'll send you the wrong part if you order the wrong one. So yeah.
You can't read mine yet? Let's see.
Kansas City, Missouri. David, let's see.
See you, Joel. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
Let's see. Jeff.
What are your
There you
favorite?
go.
Jeff.
There we go. Jeff, good question.
What kind of CNC?
So we all three have the same CNC right now, except Scott's getting another one, and Mike might be looking. I'm not sure, but we have what is it? Next Wave.
Next
We
week,
have the next wave Shark HD 520.
it's a very good, or we'll call it upper end DIY. I was going to say, but not lower end. What's the proper term for production level?
It would be lower in
Lower
production.
end
Because-
production. Like I'm making my mugs on it. You're making the templates on it.
Right.
It also has a laser capability.
Yeah.
And so from that perspective, it's a solid built machine. It's been yes, I'm getting a large body CNC because I do a lot of slab work, and at Workbench Con, Steve at Phantom grabbed me and talked me into a machine. And so I'm going down to pick that up, but I'm going to be doing that for slab work and so on and so forth. But I do love my Next Wave. It's doing a great job.
So top pick for food grade finish really depends on what you're putting it on. If you're putting on a cutting board, then you're going to want oil like mineral oil. If you are just worried about food getting on something and the food being safe to eat, as long as the finish is dried and cured, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's lacquer or polyurethane or any of those things, once they're dried and cured, they are food safe.
Can the resin guy kick in? I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to,
Yeah, epoxy too. Yeah,
I'm a big resin guy. So if things are, you want it bomb proof and you're not cutting on it like for charcuterie boards and serving boards and stuff like that, I do a lot of work with stone coat, and it's good to 450 degrees, and it is food safe. All my mugs are done in it as well. So if you're really looking to make something that you're going to be serving stuff on that you really don't have to worry about, I've even had people send me photos of their mugs in the dishwasher, at which point I cringe. Don't do that. But generally speaking, you can do that as well.
Right. Where were we? Somewhere
We're
here.
going down.
I think.
All right, Ron. Oh, there's
We're
a good
up here.
question.
Well, hang on. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
here
up
we
here
are.
still.
Oh yeah, Marcus.
Definitely do
Doing
more of
good.
them, please.
Yeah, but we'll consider some more lives.
Childish, can I ask who?
Oh, we already
These
answered
other
that
two.
one
Yeah.
because
Those are-
we
okay.
yeah. Or
Have you done any? Yeah.
well, yeah.
That's
Scott's done a
resin.
number of resin
Yeah.
tabletops.
Yeah. That's kind of my bailiwick.
Yeah.
I like making funky stuff.
Any chemistry videos coming up? Yeah, I do. I have a lot of them coming up. Actually, I have some filmed, and I have some others that are in process. I'm just real slow at getting it done. But I have a lab set up in the basement and a pretty neat filming area with lighting, and so we're working on that.
We've got a hot probe around here somewhere that we keep poking them with to get them to do more videos. So I don't know where it's at the moment. I think Rupa has it.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Sean's thanking me on my new shop.
Nice.
Do we have stickers and swag? Yeah, if you send me a private message or something, I'm happy to send you a sticker.
Yeah. Same. If you send me a private message or send me your address, I'll send it to you. No problem.
Yeah, they don't sell well all year round, but they do sell all year round. They sell primarily in spring, summer, and fall. Live in the Northwest. Yeah, the elements are just fine in the Northwest. That's not really a problem. You know, the number one most destructive thing to wood outside is the sun. It's the ultraviolet light. Yeah. And if you're high in altitude, like in Denver, that's more of a problem. But rain, snow, none of that does really much to it at all.
Let me put it to you this way. Some of the harshest climates that I've ever seen on outdoor furniture is here in Colorado. And I did a test. I did 2 different styles of furniture, of Adirondack chairs. I did James's rocker and another style from another creator. I won't mention his name right now. And the ones from James have actually outlasted the others with the Pinafin finish. So that should tell you a little bit. Anyway,
You guys want to comment on that?
funny you guys are live on here tonight because we had no.
I would just call that a coincidence.
That's right. Thanks,
A
Joe.
dink.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh boy. All right, what's next?
Brandon
Big-
Oh,
Hardman.
Makita. Yeah, Makita does have a big one.
Big Makita, yeah.
Yeah, Makita has a big one. Brandon?
I heard that they were getting rid of it
Brandon
though.
says, I have a lab in the basement.
Brandon.
It's different after watching Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Hey, I have a lab in the
It's
basement
not that
too.
kind of lab.
That's all right.
What do you have? What do you have in your? Tell me what chemicals you have in your lab, Brandon. We can
Drum
compare.
sand.
We can compare.
Oh, wait a minute. I have the
Has a different story.
Yeah,
drum set. Somebody, Rusty.
I have uranium in my basement.
Yeah, he does.
That's actually
Drum sanders rare. I like
Rusty
it.
asked for drum sanders.
Oh, drum sanders. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have the Performax 25x2. What do you have? You have a drum sander? You have a drum sander.
I've got the 2550.
Yeah.
The open-ended
I've got the-
2550. And you have the
got
one
the-
below that. The
yeah.
1836, I think.
1836.
Yeah, 1836. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all
we all
Supermax.
we all have Supermax, Performax.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's owned by Laguna.
Yeah, it is now. Yes, they bought it.
Okay, so I'm 99%, not 98%.
Yeah.
Frank Schwartz is asking, do you use pocket holes?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Absolutely.
I
You did a
actually
video on that.
I actually just did a short on 3 different ways to make pocket holes. So
They
Yeah.
get a bad rap, but I mean,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You do what you got to do. You know, some projects call for pocket holes, some don't.
Right.
If I'm going to make an heirloom keepsake box that's going to be handed down for generations, I probably won't use pocket holes. But if I'm going to make a cabinet, I will.
I mean,
even
all my
high-end
shop,
kitchen cabinets have pocket holes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
all my shop furniture is pocket hold. I mean, it's fast, it's quick, it's solid. You know.
I'll be right back. I need to get more water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago with Nick Ferry. I should call him up and get him in on a live with us someday.
Let's see.
Do your Adirondack chair plans come with SVG files that would allow cutting on CNC?
We do have the SVG files for sale. In fact, no matter what CNC you have, we've got you can buy the CNC files for a CNC for any of the chairs. They're all on the website, so you can just go look there, and they're in multiple formats, so that they'll fit your CNC.
Can I put this up because I want to cry? I don't know who it is, but that makes me.
Y'all know the
cry.
reason why I am a new business partner opening up shop. Love your videos and the chair that came in second place.
Nice, awesome, thank you.
Thank you. That made my night. Not the second place chair thing. That was just a bonus.
All right, who's this? This
MK
is
Design
Mike's
Mike.
channel.
Aloha.
Aloha from Hawaii.
David wants to know any
Aloha.
epoxy projects lately. Yes.
Epoxy resin projects.
So actually I've been working on one for how long? I've been on that about 6 weeks now. I keep
6
getting-
weeks? You're what, 6 months?
Yeah, that could be that too. I'm working on, I have a piece of 275-year-old maple walnut burl. It was a tree inside of a tree. And I encased it in resin, and we're turning it into a whiskey cabinet, whiskey bar, whiskey cabinet using a whiskey barrel.
Yeah.
Did I do that right? Yep.
Well, for me, the most interesting one that he's working on currently is he got this table from someone, from the woman, her ex-husband or her widow. something along those.
Right.
Anyway, he made the table, and she had no idea what it was, and it was this brown looking color. He went to sand it. Turned out to be Osage orange.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, actually, it's a really good. Yeah, it's a local community person that came by. Her fiance passed away. He was working on this slab, and she was hanging on to it for a really long time, and she wanted to get it refinished. So she brought it to the shop, and yeah, we thought couldn't really figure out what it was, and then we sanded it, and it was I'm pretty embarrassed because she said, "I told you that's what it was," and I was like, "Okay, that's fine." I totally screwed that up.
So there's Scott's channel.
Mike's came up earlier.
So Mike's channel and
how long have we been in woodworking?
Scott's channel.
Ron wants to know how long we've been in woodworking.
How long? I'll start. I started so I was married in December of 1985, and my father-in-law, probably that month or the next month, he started showing me woodworking in his shop, and I've been woodworking since then. So since 85.
If you want to get technical, I have been in woodworking for 42 years. I was 5 years old when I first tried to nail nails into a concrete floor and didn't work.
How'd that work?
Yeah. But no, seriously, I actually started looking seriously into it when I was about 10. So it's been about 37 years. And I've been doing it on and off as a hobby until the last 10 years. And I started doing it professionally.
Yeah, I've been a tinkerer my entire life. I started out really seriously in the miniature world when my wife was pregnant with our daughter Samantha, and that's now going to be 21 years ago. And then transitioned from there into lathe work, into woodworking. I went full time. I hate using the word pro. Right? I went full time about 3 years ago. But I've known you guys for at least 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably 5 years ago at this point.
But I need help.
There's a CNC for the CNC whisperer. Ron's asking.
Hangout was running electrical in my shop.
Yeah, it's tough. You gotta, if you don't know 100% what you're doing, hire an electrician.
David, I did some tests. David there posted up about Odie's. Yeah, I did a test on my desk. It's the first time I've used it. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Yep.
And
then
are you guys was it difficult? I'm curious about
You
using
get a photo
CNC.
bomb?
100%. Everybody here is 100% self-taught.
ask about it.
Mike's the expert. He
did.
spent a lot more time looking into it, researching it, playing with it, figuring it out.
One thing I would recommend if you're looking at getting a CNC is if your CNC doesn't, their side. If your CNC doesn't, if you buy a CNC and it doesn't come with a subscription to Vectric, whether it be VCarve or Aspire, is you actually look at purchasing that yourself, because of the software packages out there that I've looked at, Vectric seems to be one of the best, and their training on it is top notch. That's how
That
I
came
learned.
directly from the CNC whisperer.
Yep. I guess I'm going to need to just
You have to
hold on to that. Just
You
pull
have to
on
hang
that
on to
title.
it.
You know?
Out of the three of us, let's be honest, right, James? Out of the three of us, when we need CNC stuff, that's where we call.
Yep.
Yeah. He's fantastic at it.
So where are we at?
So let's see this. When flattening end grain with a router sled, approximately what RPM do you prefer? Your RPM on your router is dictated by the diameter of your bit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's actually a file in the community group on Facebook that tells what the diameter of the bit is and the recommended RPM. You can't the bigger the bit, the slower your router has to turn. So that has nothing to do with what you're cutting.
And if you hate sanding, it's end grain. You're going to be sanding forever anyway. So
Well, the one above that, we have already talked about it.
We did.
Well, that's nice from Ron's Wood Shock when you get a minute.
What
the
clamps?
Clamps.
Whatever's on
Depends on the
sale.
clamp.
Yeah, whatever's on sale. Parallel clamps. I like parallel clamps. They're really expensive though. So
Yeah.
if you're new, you certainly don't have to buy them. You can get pipe clamps. They're a lot cheaper. Squeeze clamps, they work fine. So it's, brand doesn't really much matter either.
Yeah, I have parallel clamps, and I'm using them and the little FC style clamps from Home Depot. I mean,
Yeah, I'm using
ones.
squeeze clamps for
Yeah.
90% of what I do, and then when I need the big power, I get my parallel clamps up. That's really nice of Ron there. Look
Hey,
at that.
Ron, I remember you. I'm guessing you must have got it. So that's good news.
Let's see here.
Very good.
It's all right, Larry. We're happy you're here.
Yep. At least you made it, Larry. Now we can continue.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
Just jumped on me again. Where did it jump from?
Keep going. We're right there.
Right.
Really appreciate it.
Joseph.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Joseph. Very nice of you to
That's
say.
really nice.
We have a lot of fun doing that.
See, when I don't know if we're talking to James or all three of us. So yeah,
I'm just going to
smiling and
assume. Yeah, we smile and nod. Right. We're the king's court. That's why we're sitting a little bit behind. He's in front.
Yes, we shipped the chairs to West Virginia. In fact, every
Plans, not the
The
chairs.
plans.
the, oh, the
chairs.
plans, not the
You
chairs.
can
Sorry,
ship
yeah.
the chairs to
Well, he
West
says
We
I
Virginia.
want
could
the
ship the
plans for the
chairs.
chairs.
Yeah, we do ship them there. You bet. Yeah, in fact, we've shipped them to all 50 states so far. I counted the other day.
I actually got shot the other day. I had an order from Slovakia.
Wow. Let's see. Yes, that is new dust collection piping. We
Yes.
talked about that.
Yeah, you might not have been here when we first started, but these guys came up today to help me install this stuff in the shop. We had an old dust collector, a Grizzly one, a smaller one, and it just wasn't doing the job. And so we have upgraded to a Harvey dust processor and some Nordfab ductwork, and they're helping me do the
It's
install
been really easy
for all
install.
that. Yeah, it's actually
Yeah.
really
Hats
easy
off
to
to
install
Nordfab.
this. This is good stuff. So I think it's a little bit costly, but it's well worth the money.
You have a neighbor.
What's that?
You have a neighbor.
I just saw you on one of your videos for the first time yesterday. Didn't realize you.
Oh, from Centennial. Yeah, you are close to
Yeah.
us. Right on.
What's the best sandpaper for disc sanders?
That's a bit of a debate. A lot of people love the Clean Spore brand. Me personally, I am using. I can't remember the name of it now.
I saw. Are you? That's like really sweet, right? If you're smiling at the same comment I did. Sorry.
There's a company here in Broomfield, in Colorado that I started using. I'll try to find the name of them and let you know. But yeah, that's a debate. I mean, a lot of people swear by the Festool brand for the Festool sanders. A lot of people love the Diablo brand from Home Depot or Lowe's. And
Clean Spore. Clean Spore's good.
Clean Spore's the one a lot of people like.
And that new 3M stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's so much out there really that most people make pretty good stuff. What's it called?
Serious Grit. That's the one that I started using recently,
Yeah,
and I absolutely love that stuff.
You totally called me excited. He did. He called me excited. Hey guys, what's your next one?
All right,
What's
let's
our
see.
favorite aspect and where we're going to be the craft or the business?
So what do you think?
I think it's the journey, and I know that sounds really weird. Michael, look at him, right? But it is. I mean, it's the learning journey, right? I mean, and hanging out with your friends. I know that sounds corny.
When y'all get to know Scott, you'll know why I gave him that look.
Yeah, but it's the truth, right? I mean, I do like being challenged by the projects, and I do like the community. I like the community aspect of it. This is my second chapter. I came from food distribution business and logistics, and when people don't get their truck deliveries, they get really angry, and so. That's my favorite part. My favorite part is that the creative journey, bar none.
What do you think?
Well, if I have to choose between the two, I'd say the craft, because the business side of it is a PIA. Yeah, I mean, it's like Scott said, it's the journey. It's things that challenge me. I find fascinating, and a lot of times I'll take on a project simply because I don't know how it works and I want to figure it out. So yeah, it's the craft for me.
Your turn.
Yeah, I just like building things, honestly. I don't like any business aspect at all. I have no interest in that. That's why I don't try to put my videos out on a weekly schedule. I just build when I want to build. I really don't I don't try to meet a schedule. I don't try to make a certain amount of money. I don't like dealing with anything from a business point of view. I just like having fun in the shop. So that's it for me.
What are your thoughts on the Shaper Origin?
Shaper Origin. I've seen them and I've never tried it. I don't know anything about
We
it.
walked past it.
Yeah,
today.
my initial thoughts on the Shaper Origin is every time I walk into Woodcraft, George in there is trying to get me to buy 3 of them. So that's my thoughts on it at the moment. I haven't actually looked at it that
Yeah,
much.
I'm not gonna lie. I know what it does, but I don't know what it does.
Well, we can't see your name. All it
Who
shows
is
us
that?
is Facebook user, but thank you. That's
Yeah,
very
thank you.
very nice.
Rupa can probably find out who that is.
But we won't say your name publicly, but we can't see who you are right here.
I got a feeling I know who it is.
Let's see. California. Yes, Mark. The photo bomber was here.
Yep.
Yep. You guys did witness a rare appearance of the photo bomber.
She's puppy sitting for me right now. So yeah,
Can Don Mary
Oh, he is
can
an
side
electrician.
deadlift Scott?
I'm an
What
electrician.
are you trying to say?
Self-straight.
I mean, come on. What are you
Yes.
trying to say?
So I can deadlift Scott.
You guys keep,
Si's probably close to being able to deadlift Mike.
you guys are making been made fun of all day.
Maybe not quite there yet, but she's getting stronger.
Best resin to start with for smaller projects. Depends on the project. if you're casting and you're looking to get a fast return on your casting, go with Alumilite, and you're going to want Alumilite Clear Slow, but you'll need a pressure pot. That has a 12-minute open time. Alumilite Clear has a 7-minute open time, but 7 minutes is a lot longer than you think if you get all your stuff together. If you're doing slab work, again, I've been with the Stone Coat folks for a real long time, and I dare say, bar none, that's just the best one out there that I've had a lot of success with, not only as a product, but also their customer service is fantastic. If you need any help with that, Frank, just send me a DM, and I'm happy to give you a hand with that.
Yeah.
This one?
I didn't see that one. Once I graduated from easel to Vetric, life just became, yes, I totally agree with that. It's a lot easier to use. Once you figure it out, it's so better streamlined. It's streamlined a whole lot better.
And Mr. X Navy, shoot us a text message. We'll swing through and help you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one's a good question.
Yeah, I like the next one. That's what I was looking at.
I use a French cleat on all of my upper cabinets. I think it's faster to hang, but I still screw it to the wall. What's your take? That's exactly what to do. 100%. No doubt. I do the same thing.
Somebody wants to know what happened with your industrial lathe, Mr. King.
Oh, hey. So, yeah. So Jet fixed it. They sent a guy out to install a 3-phase or a phase converter, a rotary phase converter in the shop to make this thing operate. The thing is Jet sold this to us as a machine that operates on single phase power or 3-phase power. After months of trying to figure out what was wrong, somebody told them that, I guess, the manufacturer of the guts inside of the machine told them that it only works with 3-phase power. That's it. And so once they realized that, they offered me a refund. I said I didn't want a refund. I've had the thing for 6 months. We want this lathe. They promised me one that would work in my shop, and I felt that they should probably deliver that, and they did. So they purchased a rotary phase converter, had the electrician install it, and it now works fine. Thank you for asking. It's not 100% done because there's some programming left, but it absolutely works. And when it is done, I'll be writing some posts in the group about it.
Next question.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have dogs.
Yeah.
I had 3. We lost our oldest, Sasha, to cancer here recently,
But we have Nina here today.
I have Nina here.
Nina's here today.
Sasha was a therapy dog for me, and Nina is not replacing her, but helping me deal with her
She's
loss.
stepping in.
Yeah. If you don't have a dog in your shop,
Come on, go to
I'm
daddy.
not sure you're a woodworker.
Yeah, come here, Nina.
You got to have a dog in your shop.
People want to see you. Come here. Come on.
I think we're going to show you one of these dogs here. Hold on. Oopa.
Oh. Yeah.
This is Nina. Can everybody see? Great Pyrenees puppy. Look at
Yeah.
that. She's so cute.
She's 12 weeks old.
Oh, here comes Princess.
Here comes Princess.
So this is Princess. This is actually my mom's dog. My mom passed away a few years ago, and we inherited Princess. Little. What is she? She's a Morkie, right? That's a mix between a Yorkshire Terrier and a Maltese, I think.
And I'll try to remember to show you guys our other 2 sometime too, as well.
Yeah, and
And what do you got? You got a dog.
I don't know yet. It's a puppy, and we haven't picked it up yet.
Okay. Well.
What did I get?
You got a miniature Aussie.
Oh yeah, that's what you got.
Yeah, that's
Australian
right.
Shepherd,
That's right.
Australian
Yeah, I
Sheepdog.
got a mini.
Yeah.
Okay. We said we were done with getting dogs, and the kids kind of pushed.
Hey, if you're in the community on Facebook, you guys should go post pictures of your dogs.
there you go.
Let's see what you
There
got.
Yeah, I can put a photo up.
Cats
of
work too,
Piper.
because I do have a Maine Coon cat as well.
Yeah, we have
so.
2 cats at the house.
Biggest dog and smallest dog both win a prize.
Okay, that's fair. I'll throw a mug at that.
Anthony.
All 3 of you. What is it?
I don't know.
Okay. I just picked up a set of
Spring clamps.
spring clamps. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Bloodwood. I forgot about Bloodwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Bloodwood. Red Heart. Red Heart's fun.
Slipknot. Okay. I think that's a question for Cy, but I'm not sure.
That was
She's
a
wearing a
t-shirt.
Is that a
Slipknot shirt.
t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's no. Scott isn't making that much money at all. In fact, he flew out here and he paid for it his own self. So
Yeah.
it's not costing me that much at all, to be honest with you.
And
I had to
put
buy
it-
lunch today, but that wasn't a big deal.
And then he gets to go down to Colorado Springs and go to work for me.
That's right. I'm making templates tomorrow.
That's right.
That's right. Free to a good home. We'll work for food.
And you should use.
So I just use an air conditioner, a regular air conditioner. It's a big one. I think it's 25,000 BT or something. It's really big. It's for a house. It's like a whole house air conditioner, but it's just a through the wall air conditioner. Can you see it back there? It's all the way against the far wall. But and that cools the whole shop. I have really well insulated shop in the summer. I just turn that on.
Yeah,
Can you still see it?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There's like a 7-second delay.
Being in Florida, though, if you're in a shop like this or your garage, I would actually recommend a mini split because of the humidity down there.
Because the mini splits have that drying function in them as well, so you can pull the humidity out.
Well, the very nature of an air
AC
conditioner
does that.
is
but I thought then why does it have?
It dumps the
why does
water
it have-
out back.
Yeah, then why does it have a drying function on my mini split?
Because all air conditioners have that.
I don't know.
But the sexual setting, like I can turn it.
I
on
know.
drying.
Yeah, well, because it won't cool down. It'll just dehumidify.
Yeah, that's all it does.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
And just about all of them now have that.
So for like the Maryland second summer,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't need air conditioning when it's just 90% humidity and 70 degrees outside.
Now for me, because I work outside and I'm in Colorado, I actually use what's called a swamp cooler. So that's what I use.
Yeah, if you're in a climate that's not humid, swamp coolers will work great.
Do not use them in Maryland.
No,
I
found out the hard way.
I found out the hard way. I watched plywood bend.
James, that he has his entire family involved in the business and taught them a great skill. Nothing better than family. Yep, yeah, I agree
Yeah.
100% with that.
Yeah, I have
Unfortunately,
5 daughters. They all love it.
Unfortunately, my boys don't enjoy it. They don't want to be a part of it. They're in a couple of videos every now and then, but Kat, my wife, is in a good number of my videos, and we're actually trying to get
more. Yeah, she needs to be in more videos.
we're actually trying to get her involved in doing some of her own videos, not woodworking necessarily, but some of her own videos.
Minnesota, yeah, we can swing right through there, eh?
Minnesota.
All right.
I won't tell you.
3M Cubitron. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Remember, it's so amazing. I've been using their strap. Okay, yeah. I haven't used it. James gave me a box of it. I haven't had a chance to use it yet.
I gotta send you home with a box. Try that out too.
Of what?
3M, the Cubitron sandpaper.
So hanging that, I got a box of sandpaper.
3M Cleans Board,
So I did
Diablo
get paid.
Emergency.
Cool.
That's a good
Believe
start there.
it or not, I buy the Diablo to go on my palm sander, hand sanding thing for like doing hand sanding
Mhm.
because it's cheap and I don't feel bad when it wears out. I throw it away.
Need more videos. Okay, we are working on it. I promise. We're working on it. I've been trying to do some science stuff too, but we're working on it for sure.
Tom wants to know if we're going to miss Mark. They're talking like he's moving to China. He's moving a couple states away.
Yeah, he's just coming a couple states away, and we'll keep in touch with Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott lives in Maryland. We talk every day.
I know, right?
Why wouldn't we talk to Mark?
Yeah, man, Mark's leaving the state. Screw him. No, I'm just kidding. Yep. Well, it's not like we didn't hang out every night, just on weekends, so it's fine.
Oh boy. Have you ever used light?
Thank you. Yeah, where is he? Mark, are you watching this? All right.
All of a sudden, we'll get a request from Mark. He
We
wants to
might.
come in. So, yeah. Let's see.
Have you used Lightburn for CNC? No, I have not used
Nope.
Lightburn for CNC.
Haven't even tried yet. Vetric is solid.
I honestly, once I started learning Vetric, I didn't look for anything else.
And they have a great community support too. Vetric. There's so many people that use it, and they
Which-
share their files, and it's just
Yeah.
good.
I think we all three can answer that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. Here's the secret with Festool. We all have Festool. If you have the money and you can afford Festool, you'll probably buy some too. I don't show Festool a lot on video because frankly, it's expensive. I think it's overpriced. Many of their tools probably aren't worth the money, but they are better than most of the tools out there. So we've made a little bit of money here and there. And so when I have been able to, I bought a Festool and they're good and I like them, but I probably won't use them a lot on video simply because other tools will do the job. They're just a little more convenient.
Yeah, I shouldn't say I jumped in with both feet. I took my DIY tools, right, and then I opened my shop. So I did on certain things, I went right to Festool because of the reliability and quite honestly, the dust collection. I mean, we had a lot of the three of us had a lot of conversations about that when you were helping me outfit my shop, and you said, look, if you can afford it, especially for things like the sanders and the track saw and stuff for the dust collection, it's fantastic because there are other stuff out there. Was it what we were talking about earlier, Merca and stuff that people are trying right now that may be okay on par with Festool? That's possible, but I'm not going to go buy a Merca unless they're watching and send me one. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go buy one just to try them out.
Right.
I probably own 30 different Festool tools. I've got about, I don't know, $100 million invested in it. So it's, I own quite a few. But the one
You'd
I
have
do
a
show
bigger
on
shop if you'd stop buying Festool.
maybe the one I show on camera all the time is the sander. I think the Festool sander was the ETS EC 125 or 150 if you want the 5-inch or the 6-inch. That's what it means. 125 is 125 millimeters, which is 5 inches. The 150 is 150 millimeters, which is 6 inches. So those are the two the Festools there that I like. And if you get one of those, you'll be convinced that is the best sander I've ever used in my life.
And the numbers on the top, the 3 and the 5, that's actually, I believe it's how much they randomly move. So it's like 3 millimeters or 5 millimeters.
Right. Yeah. The orbit, how
Yeah.
much it moves its eccentric orbit.
All right. We've been at it for an hour, so let's keep looking at some comments. And
All right. His dog won't keep his dust mask on in the shop. I don't know why.
Mine won't keep her earplugs in. So.
Thank you, Rupa, for being there and keeping these 3 boys in line tonight.
Was that
Let's
cat?
see. No.
Pity. Pitbull, that was
I have a pity. Nice.
Don Mary,
Nice.
yeah.
What's Jason asking about Odie's?
Which one?
Sorry, I couldn't answer. I was putting Odie's on my stack cross, but Bloodwood's my outsider.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
I have a
18,000.
18K mini split
Mini
in Florida.
split.
Works great.
Wow.
Let's see.
Very old lathe.
Yeah, mini splits are not cheap apparently.
No.
I
No.
think
Here
it
we
means 18K.
Oh,
watts.
not $18,000. Okay.
Right.
There's a question for me.
Which one? Right here.
No, all the way
Up or down? All the way down.
Down. There you go.
All right.
Yes,
He did.
I did.
It's awesome. Did you see his short video on YouTube? Go watch it.
Yeah.
Rupa, can you put a link up to it?
For what?
Yeah,
I
Um,
bought it.
I bought it.
I bought
Video.
it. Video.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
that place
answer
looks
is
amazing.
Yeah. So it's a paper mill in Whitehall, Maryland. My shop was in it, and the whole building went for sale. The long-term goal is for us to turn into a mixed arts center, bring all sorts of creatives in. But we think we found a newspaper article from 1913 for it. The motor for the old steam house has a plate on it from 1890 something. So somewhere between 1890 and 1910. So yeah, we'll be, if you keep an eye up on the feed, we try and get a lot of photos up. We're definitely going to be videoing the restoration of that. That's going to be an epic project. Thank you for noticing though. Thank you.
Hey, so you're on Facebook. Why don't you message me on Facebook and we can talk about it? I'll chat with you and we'll see what you got and I'll help you find some really good hinges for it.
Thoughts on surf prep?
Never heard of it.
What's surf prep?
I don't know. Do you?
Could it be surface preparation or is it a brand?
Oh, surface preparation, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Your surface better be perfect before you put a finish on it. That's the only thought that you really need.
There's a question.
And I'm sure a lot of people have already said this, but if you sanded it and you think you got all the glue spots off, run mineral spritz over it one more time because it will show any glue spots that will definitely show up when you put the finish
And
on.
if we were recording our Facebook Messenger video chats while we're having coffee, I've cried more than one time to Michael about the spots I found after because I didn't do that. So please do that.
Yep. So
somebody wants to know how we got sponsored when we first got started. That's a different journey for everybody.
Yeah, everybody's different. We didn't. I've avoided all sponsors almost for 4 or 5 years here. Just recently, I allowed myself, I suppose, to work with Harvey and work with Nordfab. But other than that, I never really. Oh yeah, except for MagSwitch, right? And that's because a friend of mine works with MagSwitch, and I was using MagSwitch products long before I ever got any kind of sponsorship with them. But you know what? MagSwitch isn't a sponsorship, so they don't really do anything for me for in exchange. But as far as a company like giving you free tools and you showing them in videos in exchange for that, that's a different journey for everybody. Some people can make that happen at maybe 10,000 subscribers, and some people can't make it happen until 200,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I think it honestly depends. Like, how do I say this? Do you have just pick up the phone and call and get used to hearing no a lot?
Yeah.
You can tag companies a lot if you really like their product. I mean, don't do it just for the sponsorship, but if you really like somebody's product and you're passionate about it and you're tagging them on it, they tend to notice you.
Is Rupa adminning? Yes.
And yes, Rupa's making sure we don't. She also has the
JP. What's up?
She has the sand blaster gun here. Hold on, the salt blaster. If any of us get out of line, She has a salt blaster shotgun if we get out of line. You have fan size.
Yep.
People were going, the photo bomber. Yay, there she is.
Someone mentioned your T-shirt.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's where the word Slipknot came from.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, what's a mini split?
A mini split is a machine that will mount on your wall. It mounts through the wall, inside and outside, and it acts as both a heater and an air conditioner.
Let's see.
18,000 BTU. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
18,000
earlier.
BTU, right? There we go.
Yes, Michael. So was wood templates for the KF.
Yep.
on this website. Yes, I do.
Blade scraping is nice if you want to. If you're doing fine woodworking and you want to do that, and you have a skill with a scraper, go for it. It's better than sanding.
I want to try it one day. I haven't done it yet.
Thanks, Rupa.
Thanks, Rupa. What's the mini split? What lighting do you use? I was using T5 high output lamps today. Scott was switching those out for me for an LED lamp, which is 28 watts as opposed to 54. What do you use?
I've got the LED UFO round lights. I got them off of Amazon, and they actually have motion detectors because yes, I did buy an old paper mill, and it's a big shop. So, but I think James and I were talking about it today that it works in anybody's shop. If number one, get LED lighting in, it's steady, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good colors, steady, and then on top of that, even in a smaller shop, if you can get ones with motion detectors. For example, we've been chatting with everybody for an hour now. They tend to get turned off after 15 minutes, or they'll dim down. And so even if your wattage is 24, you're only pulling 24 at that point, it'll go down to 12 or even shut off, and then it turns back on when you walk into it. It's usually just an extra $5 or $10, depending on what fixture you buy. Totally worth it.
Then you use that big ball of hydrogen.
I was going to ask you how many watts is the sun?
Yeah, Mike uses that ball of hydrogen at the center of our solar system.
Exactly.
I actually do have a roof over my shop now, and I just have cheap LED daylight light bulbs from Amazon because the sun gives me most of my light.
What's Brandon?
Okay, hang on one second.
Yeah.
The guy down here at Service Prep is a brand cabinet supply company. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
I've never used it. But I'll be out of line to request that you paint the big smokestack like the Oscar Michael.
Only if you visit Brandon.
You're out of line, Brandon.
Yeah.
Unless you come paint it yourself.
Yeah,
then-
right. Yeah, we can do that.
There's a link to Scott's video about his shop. Go check it out. Okay, thanks for correcting us on that, Brent. So none of us have heard of it, unfortunately, but we will check it out after tonight.
James, you mentioned before.
Oh yeah, footrest, man. The footrest is done. If you're in the Facebook group, I will send anybody the SketchUp or the plan for the footrest. I haven't built it. Plan's been done for about a year, but I'll send the plan if you're interested.
I love that question from NZ Print Company.
And hopefully I'll get the footrest out soon. But hit me up if you guys want that plan.
I love that question.
Which one? This one?
The type one.
Yeah, I'm on my third one. If you were here, I'd give you 5 gallons of glue right now.
I know they're not
Seriously.
a sponsor, but I think Typhon survives because of King's Fine Woodworking.
He told me he was going to give me some glue the other day, and I walk out to my car for a second. I come back, there's 5 gallons sitting on the workbench. He said, put that in your car too.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I guess I did misspeak. They did actually sort of sponsor us because back at the beginning, maybe we were around for about a year or so, and
We signed a petition.
and I asked them, and I think everybody asked them, and they sent me a 55-gallon drum. They actually said, well, what do you want? And she thought I was going to, ask for a bottle of glue. And I said, well, the only thing I'd be interested in is a 55-gallon drum of Type Bond 3, and I got it.
Okay, the very next one.
Okay.
I have to address that one. Thank you. You were the first person that's actually noticed. Well, other than my immediate people. But yes, I have lost almost 100 pounds.
He has
you're
been
right at
working
100
very
pounds.
hard on that.
Yes, and I've worked very hard on it.
Something that I need to be doing.
Thank you for noticing. I do appreciate
Very
it.
nice. We don't know your name. It says Facebook user, but thank you.
Let's see. Majority of my equipment is Grizzly, but looking for a great stand.
Well, what kind of sander, man? Are you talking
Yeah.
about a belt sander or a oscillating spindle sander? Gotta let us know.
Yeah, there's some good feedback from Mark. Go up one.
Here,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair
Jim
feedback.
Crosscut sled.
No, that's fair feedback.
I like when you give
Pro tips. Yeah, we try and do that. Some
Watch and copy what I do.
guilty.
Try.
Sometimes we get to just filming and talking, right? Like, and you're doing your voiceover and
Yeah.
you forget to say a pro tip. That's good feedback. Thank you, Mark.
And a lot of times I don't say pro tip, but it is.
Hey, Ice going to come help paint.
I'll come help.
Nice. Loving the live stream. Big difference in air quality with the filtration system. So the air filters just went up today. We haven't really tried them. We just tested them, but we haven't tried them at all in the shop in operation. But I will do a full report on that.
So it's not gone to
Also
medical school
interested
yet.
in footrest. No, not yet. Footrest, you got to be on Facebook and message me.
Yep.
Yes, Cy graduated medical school. She is a brain surgeon. Mhm.
If y'all don't get James' sense of humor, you
Oh,
will.
see, there you go. I'm telling you, right
What's
there.
that?
Oh no,
Where was it? Right here, right here.
There we go. Absolutely.
Yes, they are still intact.
right.
That's right.
Fabio.
Yes, they are. I've made promises to several people that I won't cut my hair anytime soon.
One day he will, and the world will end. That's right. People worry about the apocalypse. Don't worry about the apocalypse. When Mike cuts his hair.
Yep. Let's see. Will we build video for Chase lounge chairs? Yes. What else do we have? What's this?
Yep. 5-minute warning thing.
Oh, don't you have that one?
Yes, I do.
Oh, he can tell you about it.
Will I have any problems with resawing? It depends on what you're wanting to resaw. I've resawed white oak quite a lot with it. I actually resawed purple heart with it too. As long as you have the right blade and you set it up properly, you take the time to actually set it up, you should be fine. Just fine with it. Take your time. Oh, and you need to have dust collection on that thing too, because it will clog up. I think all bandsaws will, honestly, if you don't have dust collection on it. So yeah. It
I have to
work
put
fine.
dust collection on my bandsaw?
Yes, you have to have dust collection on your bandsaw.
Okay. When Brandon comes out to paint, he can help me hook that up.
Okay.
We have great big doors. We would open them and put fans in front of them. I have big fans, like 3-foot diameter fans. It clears the air in here in a couple of seconds.
With Baltic birch getting close to $200 a sheet in my area, do you guys have any other recommendations for plywood that could be compared in quality? Quite honestly, the only thing I found close, me personally, that I found close to it is my hardwood dealer down in Colorado Springs has what they call
Combination
contract.
core?
What's that?
Combination core or what?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's
Contract
Craftsman's birch is what they call it.
Oh,
It's a birch ply that's made here in the States. It has some voids in it, which Baltic birch typically doesn't. And it also has a few more blemishes on it, but it works great.
5-minute warning.
5-minute warning.
Yeah.
We're off in 5.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to go. Mike's got a long drive back to the Springs.
I have a long walk back to Maryland.
He's got a long walk back to Maryland. Okay, what else? Yep.
I'll be
King
in town.
Fabio and Weiner.
For anybody who
King
cares, I'll
Fabio.
be in town till next Tuesday, and then I go back to my paper.
I have a spindle center, 5-inch Bosch, and more. Okay. What is that? So what's next? An oscillating belt sander or a 12-inch large disc sander?
Ooh,
For flat edges.
Okay, so if your flat edges aren't too big, do you have the who's it made by? Rigid? The Rigid?
Oscillating
Can you see it
spindle
over
sander.
there? Yeah, let me see if I can point this camera at it right quick. Do you see that orange tool right there? If you don't have one of those, that's a really good tool to get.
Yeah.
Um,
that's the 0.5% in my shop too. I have that.
yeah, that's an outstanding tool to have.
Do you want to provide?
Yeah, private message me about the footrest plans if you could, please. Baltic birch from Poland. Somebody said Rob Cosman gets his Baltic birch from Poland now, and it's way nicer.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody has a source for it in the States, share it.
Yeah, let us know, because some of ours comes from the Baltic region, some comes from Poland, some comes from Switzerland. It just depends on where it's manufactured and who our hardwood dealer actually purchased it from. So
I don't do a lot with plywood.
no, you don't.
I don't, so I couldn't answer that.
All right, Joseph, you're very welcome.
You're
I
very
think with
welcome.
that, we are going to.
Yeah, let us know what
Wrap
you
it up.
thought. Yeah, let us know in the community what you thought. We really appreciate everybody. Thank you, and we'll try and do this more often.
It was a lot of fun.
And it was a lot of fun, and it was great to see everybody. Well, see everybody on the right hand side of the screen.
Yeah.
But let us know what you
Questions?
thought, and you guys have a great night from Denver.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
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 Good night.